What makes a healthy river? Stay a couple of minutes with me today and we'll take a little discussion into that. We'll give you some facts, some links to some blog posts that we've done for cleaning chemicals and things to look out for, as well as a brilliant feature by the BBC into the state of our rivers and some of the things to look out for and what we can do about it. So if you're really interested, stay with me. Let's jump right in. So what makes a healthy river? Think of a river in your mind. What would you want? Would you want to swim in it? Would you want to swim in it without being able to get ill? Would you want to be able to technically drink that water and feel safe about doing that? Yes, that's what we all want. But here in the UK, we know far too well about the sewage discharges that are going on into our river regularly. And maybe not so much, but the sort of runoff from farmland into our rivers as well and how this is affecting us. So we've done a recent blog post a little bit about cleaning chemicals and cleaning products, so what you're using in your home, the more sort of chemical and synthetic ingredients that are used in cleaning products, and kind of how those are, going down our drains and actually making their way into our waterways and what that's doing. So it's a little quick sneak peek into that. And we'll also do some links into a lovely BBC Radio 4 feature that was on yesterday, which was Thursday, 24th of August. So you can check that out on BBC Sounds. It was a BBC Inside Science feature, and it was really good. They were recorded live from the Green Man Festival in Wales, and they were talking about the River Usk and the local rivers around there and the dangers and things that are happening there. So one of the key things we took from that feature was VOCs. So VOCs are volatile organic compounds. These are things such as phosphorus. Phosphorus is obviously a really bad one. It has been sort of limitations put on by the sort of the bigwigs, the people higher up. So this is stuff that's in fertilizers and put on our farmlands, but that sort of stuff is still making its way into our waterways. So the phosphorus is actually one of the most things that's kind of making those algae blooms in our rivers, and that's sort of suffocating, taking all the oxygen and the nutrients out of our rivers and suffocating our animal and the plant life around there. So it's making it really difficult for our rivers to bounce back. So this is something we really need to keep an eye on. So phosphorus comes in many different forms. It comes out of sewage in sewage works, but as it comes out of sewage works, one of the forms that comes out is phosphate. That does get monitored. But that only monitored the stuff that comes out from sewage works is actually only 10% of phosphate that comes out from the sewage works. So the rest is coming from other areas, from maybe cleaning products, from farmlands, from fertilizer wash off and all of that. So the impact actually from agriculture is phosphorus, not phosphates, but that's not actually monitored. So the fertilizer in the fields, this is the runoff that we get from sort of our rainwater. It's scary stuff because it really, maybe the thing that we should be looking at, we're not seeing, we're not picking this up. So it's stuff that scientists now are noticing, and they're wanting to push more research into that area. Obviously, the public sector, there's tight funding, so they're up against a sort of a rock wall, a brick wall in a hard place. But they're really doing their best, and there's some really cool stuff that the public can do as well, to going out and getting data and stuff like that to share with them. So with cleaning products, you've got chemicals in there such as like dioxin. This is found in bleach. This is actually a really bad one that does have cancer-causing agents for it. So it's one of the things we really, you need to look out for what you're using. That as well, as you're using it in your home, you're surrounded by those fumes. You're breathing that in. That can be leading to your asthma, to anything, your lung diseases. So it's really stuff that you kind of need to just have a little think. Like, do you really need those products? Are there alternatives out there? But one of the biggest scary things that actually I took away from that podcast was with flea treatment. We all know flea treatment. It's a really, it's an insecticide. It's designed to kill those fleas, pests that we find on our pets and that end up in our homes. Yes, they are needed to a certain extent. There are natural alternatives out there, and this is something maybe to look into for yourself. With the flea treatment, one of the new ingredients out there, fipronil, that is actually killing aquatic life 10 times over. It's actually, local research has done it, and it's looking about 3 months it takes that you can actually safely then put your dog into the water after giving them this fipronil, for it to be safe and to not leach into the water and affect our aquatic life. Fipronil is actually 1 million times more toxic to aquatic invertebrates. It's super scary stuff. and this is all contributing to the states of our rivers, the states of our waterways. So it's just stuff to take away, so have a good think about. I'm here today, just up from Teignmouth, on the River Teign here. The wing foilers, the wakeboarders are out today enjoying it. But it's a beautiful place. We love our rivers. You know, we want to be able to live in this beautiful natural world. And I think we just need to kind of have a bit more of a think about the products we're using, as well as, you know, the products we're maybe using on our pets and stuff, to just keep our rivers safe and help them bounce back to a new vitality of life. So yeah, that's something to take away. I'll leave links to the BBC feature in this post, and I'll also leave a link to our blog post on the cleaning chemicals as well. So yeah, check them out, but stay kind, my friends, take it easy, and we'll see you soon.